We're going to cover applications for the side kick. Earlier in the program, we covered the leg kicking. Side kick is most useful when it comes to kicking the legs, and that's where you use it 90% of the time. But there are some effective points on the torso that we can strike as well. First one is exactly where his belt is, whether it's his belt, his karate belt, or his button or belt outside. Below his belly button, 3 fingers. There are 3 points in a row. 1, 2, 3. Conception vessel 2, 3, and 4. And they're best struck in a downward motion. So now, if he's in front of me, let's say he's grabbed me, as I strike down, it brings his head forward, setting him up for other techniques, other strikes, other locks. Anytime I can bring his head down, it makes me more powerful. My striking zone with my hands for power is here, straight out, not up. So when I have to raise up high, I'm actually losing power. Same thing with my kicks. If I have to bring my knee up or kick him up high, I'm losing power. So if I could do a technique that brings him down into my zone, my strikes are going to be much more powerful here. And the best way to do that is to drop his center by striking here. So let's say he threw a punch this time. If I blocked, strike down into that spot. A really, really hard shot. Come back up. I'm not going to do it hard, but as I extend, we put him down on the ground in a lot of pain. When you practice it, be careful. This area is very sensitive. And if he has a full bladder, you could have a little mess on your hand. So be a little careful with that. Now, if he's throwing a punch and we move a little off to the side, we have the corner waist point, the liver 13, and the 2 points below his chest, gallbladder 24 and liver 14. From here, the side kick fits into both of those spots. So he throws his punch, we move to the side, and kick. If he was punching with the other hand, ready, come this way a little bit. As he comes in with his left and I move to the side, we have the point behind his elbow, the gallbladder 25 point. So where his elbow is, in front is the liver point, behind is the point that we're looking for now, the gallbladder 25. So he punches, we move out, and we put our heel right into that spot. The advantage of this point, aside from we're striking where the floating ribs are and the kidney is that it moves him backwards. So after I have him here, it's very easy to take him down. All right, so show that one more time. So he comes in, we step out, kick, which arches him backwards. Very easy to bring him down from that point. So these are the applications for our side kick. Next kick we're going to use is the hook kick. The hook kick is not a very powerful kick, but because you're using the back of the heel to come around, the back of the heel is one of the hardest bones in the body. So imagine hitting somebody with a hammer. You wouldn't have to hit very hard because the hammer is so solid. Same thing with the hook kick. The main targets for the hook kick would be the head. This becomes a problem because if you can't kick very high, you won't be able to use it. So if I was facing Dusan, I can come up and I can hook him behind his jaw at triple warmer 17. But it would be a lot easier if, let's say he was grabbing me and I brought him down. Now that same point is a lot lower. It's easier for me to put it into there. Stay there for 1 second. The motion would be this, whipping the heel across into that point. Now, same idea, if I brought him down, let's say he punched, if I blocked and I brought him down, we could come to the temple over here or the spot over there, the little cluster. And same idea, shoot across with the hook kick. So primarily the hook kick's going to be for the temple area, behind the jaw. If you wanted to get fancy, for people that are very good kickers, if he punched, you would be able to spin and do the exact same spot. But again, be very careful in practice because even a light shot there will dislocate his jaw and do serious damage behind.